All right, Kenny Smith, Total Force Holdings. Regardless of what means of communication you are using, whether it be a cell phone, a radio, pyrotechnic signals, light signals, some form of visual signal, written, whatever. One of the first things you need to address is brevity and positive identification of both parties. All right, in the military, you would sit there and it's like, okay, you have a call sign, they have a call sign. You get on the radio, hey you, this is me, over. Hey you, this is me, send your traffic over, right? If you've been in the military, you've heard that time and time again. Well, if you're using your cell phone, you probably don't necessarily have to worry about that because that person calls you and it lights up and it tells you who it is, right? Like me, I've got my Apple Watch connected to my phone. If I'm fucking around on my computer, it pops up on there too. So not so much a big concern with your cell phone. It's when the unknown numbers pop up. So for me, I tell people, look, if you get a new number or something and you've got my cell, don't call me, text me so I can save your number. Well, with a phone, that's easy. But if you're moving to another method of communication, like radio, this is where you need to have specific identification set up. Because remember, if you're talking about dealing with things in an emergency, you don't necessarily want nefarious players getting involved, right? So you need to have a positive means of identifying who you're talking to. Because that radio, unless you're running encrypted, it goes out to the everywhere. So you don't necessarily want that, right? You need to make sure you know who you're talking to. All right. Positive identification is very, very important. And the next thing you need to have with is some system of brevity. Me being former military, most of the people I would deal with in an emergency, former military, former law enforcement, we speak NATO brevity codes. We speak North Carolina State 10 codes for law enforcement. We speak those fluently. So we can get away with using those. And because we both understand, or all of us involved understand both languages, there's no friction there. But if you're not in that situation, then you might need to go on ahead and like come up with your own, right? Something simple like, hey, but you don't want to give away too much information either. Brevity codes allow you to pass information without telling the full story to whoever else might be listening. Even if you're not using a radio, let's say you're in the middle of a protest turned into a riot and you're on your cell phone, hey, I'm here, come get me. Well, that's a bad idea because now all these other people that you might have an issue with, that may have an issue with you, understand where that's coming. So come up with a system of brevity, and this is between you and whoever you might be talking to, but you need to come up with a system of brevity so you can pass information more efficiently and, most importantly, more securely. Because without that, you're going to have all kinds of problems and you're going to give away too much information to people who don't need it.